Have you experienced weight stigma at the doctor or especially a specialist? Well, here's a time when I experienced that and the impact that it had on me. I'm Tiffany North. I help people heal their relationships with food, their bodies, and themselves. So I was working as a nurse. I hurt my back lifting a patient and went to see a neurosurgeon about surgery. I had herniated discs in my low back and it was causing a tremendous amount of pain. The surgeon took an image of my back and blew it up and said, "This is the fat that you have on your back. This is the fat pad," and that's impacting, causing strain on your back. Although when you're standing, it's not really how gravity works, right? But he said, "We need to lose weight and go to physical therapy." So I did. I lost some weight, quite a bit of weight. I was at one of the lower weights I've been at in my life. And I went to physical therapy. And in the middle of that process, I re-herniated the disc in my back, just stepping off of a curb. So often I hear people say, like, I know I need to lose weight because of my knees or because of my back or because of whatever physical issues they're having. Having that direct experience really woke me up and really helped me see that I was focusing on dieting and that was causing all of this preoccupation and anxiety and stress in my life and really causing me to hate my body and be in this like adversarial relationship with my body, when the actual issue that I had herniated discs in my back and I had low back issues wasn't being addressed. Turns out years later, I've learned that I'm hypermobile. This is, an issue that many people in my family have had. Some people had surgery, didn't really help them. And what I've learned is that I need to be really conscious of like what I'm actually doing physically with my back. I need to be doing stretches really regularly, and they're not like your typical physical therapy stretches. These are things that I've learned from providers who actually understand hypermobility and from providers who don't gatekeep care based on size. Don't blame my weight. So yeah, that was a really painful experience and it really caused me delayed healing. I probably also was, malnourished at that point because of course the doctor didn't give me any guidance. He just said to lose weight. So I restricted. This medical care that we often get, and I wouldn't even call it care, right? Treatment that we get that is blaming our size, not only perpetuates anti-fat bias and weight stigma and causes internalized shame, but it also can cause this kind of cascade of things, and it creates this situation where we're chasing the wrong thing and inevitably our condition is like getting worse and we're being harmed. Often people will say, "Oh, I felt better when I lost weight. It was less painful." And it's like, what else are you doing? Are you, eating more protein and veggies and fiber? Are you moving your body more? Are you doing, exercises that are potentially strengthening your back or helping with the pain in other ways? Are you holding yourself differently as you walk through the world? Are you blaming yourself less? And as you blame yourself less, that reduces some of the stress and wear and tear in your body. All of these things can be accomplished without focusing on weight or size. We can strengthen, we can build muscle, we can build stamina, we can make sure that we're honoring our body's needs, right? We can see body workers that can really help support our overall well-being and help us to not hold so much stress in our body. For me, a lot of my back pain, while related to my hypermobility, was also because I was bracing a lot and walking around in the world in a way that was sort of causing these stress injuries over time. If you're someone who is experiencing this right now, I highly recommend going to asda.org. They do have a provider listing, and there's a few others. I think Reagan Chastain has one as well on their Substack. I encourage you to get providers who are going to listen to you and support you in the body that you're in now. I really also encourage you to stop blaming your body and instead be in relationship with your body. So rather than oh, my body's doing this thing to me and I have to control, manage, fight against it, instead, oh, how can I support my body? I recently had a client session where we were talking about, just sort of being down on our bodies and feeling like our body is the problem for our chronic illness or disabilities. What I said to that client was, this is an example of trying to fix your body rather than tend to your body or be in relationship with your body. We want to be tending these things that our bodies need support with rather than trying to fix or blame our bodies for them. I hope that was helpful. If you want to do more exploration around food in your body, check out my book, Enough: Heal Your Relationship with Food and Body Using Attachment Theory. You can get it on my website or anywhere books are sold. It comes in audio, ebook format, and paperback. Thank you so much. I hope this helps a little bit, and I'm sorry if you're in pain. You deserve care that truly supports your needs and not blames or shames you.